Alrighty, so first of all you need to make sure you put your hitch into your vehicle. I've already got the hitch for you. Once you put the hitch in, make sure you grab your pin, push it all the way through, take off this hitch right there, and make sure it's locked in and secured. Once you have it inside the portion here, you push this down to lock in your hitch. After you hook up the hitch, make sure you grab your chains, cross them, secure them on your portion for your vehicle, just like that. To raise this portion up here, you have to either crank it up or crank it down depending on how high your hitch is sitting on. Once you do that, then you can lock everything into place. Once you've locked it into place, make sure you take your hitch here that I'll have sitting out here for you, push it through the hole once it's all the way down, and secure it so that way to make sure this does not pop off while you're driving. Inside the portion here, you've got everything that you're needing. Majority of the time, I will put this one off to the far back side here. This is for your going ahead and plugging in your electrical. If not, I have the two other ones, depending on what site you're on, right over there. That'll go ahead and help you out.
There's the heaters.
And we've got the heaters. We've got the mats. I've got some extra bricks in here because you will have to take the bricks to go ahead and level out wherever you're at. The other portion I'm giving you is your impact drill. That's going to be going ahead and we're going to use those for the levelers. But everything else inside the vehicle is in here. The crank is right here to go ahead and do the cranking up. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up first and show you how it's supposed to look. Okay, so you have two stabilizers that go on the sides, and these 4 bars are going to be for when your beds pull out. But first we're going to go ahead and get everything straightened up, and so you're going to be leveled. To be leveled, this is how you will know if you're level or not. You have a bubble right here, just like a leveler or a tool. The bubble has to be inside the middle portion right there. You have that one. You want that bubble in the middle. So, first things first, you want to get leveled out, so more than likely you're going to have to lower the front end as you set in, or take one brick out, depending on which way you want to do it. So, we're level. Next thing is taking down and putting your stabilizers down. Now, be aware, if you push these too far or too far out, this bar will come out and you will be in a heck of a lot of trouble trying to push it back in. So make sure you do it very easily. Don't speed and go through it like you're a NASCAR driver.
Okay.
And that's as far as you need it. It's stabilized on the ground. Then you do all 4 sides the same way.
Okay.
Also make sure once you've parked it, put the portions on the wheel so that way you don't have any rollback or any fallback. You would hate to have that thing fall back on you.
And then you're going to do the same thing for the others, right?
Yes, all 4 we have to do this. Make sure you take out everything you need out of here before you start pulling out the beds. Otherwise, you're going to have to push the bed back in to reach anything you need in here. So make sure you take out anything that you need right away, because once the bed is pulled out, you will not be able to get underneath this. So word of warning. Alright, so now that we've got it leveled, the next thing is, very important, remember to take off your clamps. You start raising this thing with the clamp, the actual cable underneath will snap. So you make sure you pull all these off right at the beginning so you can raise it up. the crank. Go ahead and crank this all up. Push it into the slot, which is on the side underneath this battery. Make sure you've got it, and it's all locked in. And insert crank. Alright, keep on going a little bit more. So the next thing is trying to get the door on. This is probably the most difficult thing in this entire thing to put together. So, word of warning would not go, don't crank it all the way up until you know. So the only way to know is just to pull out the bed, and then we'll lower the door down to see if it fits first. Alright. Let's see how close we are right now. Step out, just pull out the thing. Get in. Alright, let's see how far we are. So, you have to unsnap it. And just make sure, once you unsnap the other side, if it takes two of you to do this, and get two people in here to help. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Alright, it does have wires on there. Once you get that part, you can slide it forward.
Should I go in there?
And then you can see how close you are. If this bar is sticking out, then you just need to push the bed back a little bit more. So I can grab that other edge. Now we got the door. You have a couple of latches under here. And this is when you're going to find out whether you're high enough or not. These two latches, if you can see them, the metal piece has to fit underneath here, and then you turn them. If you still find out, like we're looking at it right now, it looks like we're a little low, so I'm going to have to raise it up just a little bit more to get it to where we need to be.
Okay. Cranking it up.
Alright, so we're at this point. The next point is trying to get the door.
Oh yeah, you have to take off the fire extinguisher. That's something weird that we found out.
It still gets in the way. At least it's a bad spot for that fire extinguisher.
Extinguisher holder thingy. this a little. How?
Okay, so easiest way to get it through, push it from the outside and then bring it inward. After that, then all you have left is the Velcro that goes to the door from the outside. Make sure you pull it as tight as you can get it. That way it will stay in place. We'll do the outside. Get this one here. All right, so your door's in.
Again?
So you don't have to use the bottom half of the door over here because this one already has a lock on it.
Okay.
So either you can keep it closed off to that side because there's no need to close off the bottom. Okay. The next part is pulling out the beds. So whether you do it as a team or not, it's up to you. Sometimes the beds are a little harder to pull out.
I think that's it. Nope.
Alright, so that one's pulled out. We're going to pull out the other side now. This always seems to be a lot easier. This one's so easy.
Oh, much easier.
Yeah, this one has the handle. Alright, so now they're out. Next part is putting your supports in. Two on each. So you get your supports. And the tube side locks into this spot. And then the flat will fit into the slots here. So, tube side in, lifted your back. Well, typically, or not.
So, that's what they're supposed to look like.
This one's easier on this side. That side's just tough altogether.
Okay.
So, skinny side goes up and lock it in. Velcro it over and then do the other side.
Opposite side.
Opposite side, opposite end. In, lock it, Velcro it over. Get the corners, pull them down, over the edges. Velcro what you can. Got a nice pulley to stand up on, makes it a little bit easier. I just Velcro them down. Same thing on this side. Bring your over, your edges on the over. I know by now you're probably saying, God, this is a lot of work. This is why you get everyone involved to help you. See, at the end, it's all worth it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
To go inside, set
All right.
everything up.
To set up your bed underneath, you have your pole, and each side has their covers.
The window covers. Yep.
The windows covers are going to help keep the heat outside, and then also keep the cold outside as well if it's cold for you. Alrighty, so you put your pole in, just like that. This up, push, push, and then you have to get it into one of the slots here. Get stable footing, it would be easier. Really should wear my tennis shoes. Sandals, I'm sliding. There we go. Alright, there's one. To get through everything, take your sink and lift up. Be careful because your stove is there as well. Your sink is here, and your stove's all in here. There you go. All right. Same thing on this side. Poles underneath. And the window shades are there. Window shades are easy. Just unzip the things, slide them in, zip them back up. Pretty self-explanatory. Alright, the beds are up, everything's in. Now, this unit comes with 2 tables. It's whatever way you want to utilize them. So, otherwise you can use them as sleeping areas just like you have seen right here. You should be able to sleep about 8 people. But, if you want the table set up, or at least a small one, take off your portions here, and it should be what you leave.
There's some pots and pans right there. Clean stuff.
And here's our table portion. So this table Velcros off, and then it has the pole inserts. Pull in, another pull in. If you need to know where your fuse box is, it's right over here. So just in case if you guys plug in too much electrical things and it pops, that's where you need to go and look for your fuse box. there's your portion.
We usually keep this just like that. That's where the kids sleep on that side.
And you can put your cushions in for your back cushions, just like that. And then you have the table. The other one turns into a very big table. The poles are located where we just pulled those ones out. Do the same thing.
And there's a fridge right there.
Refrigerator's here, but you'd have to get everything turned on and the electrical turned on. It'll take about, I would probably say about a day, 10 to 12 hours for it to get somewhat cold in there beforehand. So make sure you have your cooler with the ice. The pots and pans are located under here, along with any cleaning stuff that you might need is there as well. We have bags and stuff there. And the plumbing's there. This is the heater. But I don't think you'll really be needing that right at the moment.
We also have portable heaters in the storage in the front, just in case.
So, make sure you put your knobs on, because they seem to fall off when you load it up again. And it's already hooked up to the gas. All you have to do is turn the propane tank and twist it on. So as long as you do that, then you go ahead and you can light them. Same with the water. I'll show you where the hose area is, so you can go ahead and plug that in, because it doesn't have just a gray tank. So, yeah, that's it. We didn't put anything there. After that, the air conditioner.
Oh, yeah.
Once you plug in the air conditioner and you figure out what outlet you're supposed to be using, which, like I said, I put the green one right there. All you have to do is make sure it's all on blue, which it is there, and then turn it on. And you want to turn it on high cool to get everything going at first. After that, if it gets too cold, just turn to low cool or whatever you like. If you want to open up the portion up here for the air vents, you can, but it just makes it a lot hotter inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll show. The only other thing you need to make sure on, the main entrance is through the top. And the only other thing you have to remember is make sure you turn off the gas once you've done. And this is the only other thing. This controls your lights, your brakes, everything to the trailer. So make sure you're able to plug into this. If you're not, I'm not responsible for your tickets. And that is it. You don't really use the battery for anything because everything's plugged into the electrical. And then to take everything down, just do everything backwards. Just make sure you take down the poles, take down your braces on the sides. Make sure before you start cranking it down, make sure you put your door right back up and secure it back into place. And then just go from there. And then just remember to push back up and drill your mounts back up on the stabilizers on the ground, because otherwise you'll be dragging them and they'll break right off. Other than that, that's it.
All right, and have fun.
Have fun.